Hello students, lesson number 17. Under this lesson, today we will see the next part of our lesson. The first part that we had seen, that is how to draw the perpendicular bisector to the line from the point on the line by using the set square. Then afterwards by using a set square and then protractor, and by using a compass, that we had seen. And yet in last lecture we seen the next part, how to draw the line perpendicular to the line from point outside. So here it is line and their point we have to take outside the line, and how to draw that we seen by three methods. One, by folding the paper, that we this activity I shown you yesterday. Then afterwards, next by using the set square. Here it is the set square, that also I shown you how to do this. And by using compass, how to do this, that also I have shown to you. The next part is the to draw a perpendicular bisector again, but to whom? To a segment. Upside, in above two cases inside, here we use the line, but here the segment we have to, how to draw the perpendicular to the segment, that we are going to study today. And for that, just we have to take, we will see the activity and then I will show you the practically also how to draw this, and then I will show to you. So first of all, how to do this? Drawing a perpendicular bisector of a segment using a compass. So for that we have to use the compass. So for that, draw a seg AB. Here seg AB, as you know that line means what? It extends both the sides. It extends both the sides. But segment means it has a particular measure. Means seg AB is equal to 5 cm, seg AB is equal to 7 cm. If such a information is given to us, we have to draw the segment of that particular measure. If it is given 7 cm, we have to draw exactly 7 cm. And we are drawing the what? Perpendicular bisector. So we are drawing the line which is perpendicular also and bisector also. The bisector, the word bisector means, suppose this AB is equal to 6 cm, then this line is passes exactly from the 3. So here it is 3 and here it is 3, and it is perpendicular also. So this type of construction, how to do, that we are going to see now. So first of all, we have to draw the line segment. Okay, by using a compass, what we have to put this metal point on this, how to adjust the compass, pencil and all I told you. So seg AB, if it is measure given, then that much seg AB we have to draw. Put this metal point on this point. Draw arc above the line and below the line. One arc above the line and one arc below the line. Now this metal point we have to keep on B and draw the arc which intersect the first one, and these two arcs we have to join with the line PQ, and then this is the perpendicular bisector. PQ is the perpendicular bisector for the AB, and one thing we have to check is our construction is correct or wrong. For that we have to check this perpendicular bisector is there. If it is passing off from the midpoint of seg AB and it is perpendicular on AB, then our construction is correct. Okay, so just we will read the steps and then I will show you. Place a compass point A and taking a distance greater than half the distance. So we have to take more than half distance in our compass and draw the arcs one below and above the seg AB, and place the compass point B and using the same distance without changing the distance. What we have to do here, draw the arc which intersect the previous one at PQ and draw this PQ, and then PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay, now what we will do here, I will show you how to do this. Now here I will draw a seg AB of measure 5 cm. So here it is, otherwise I will take it 6 cm. So this is my seg AB. Segment means it has a exact measure. So here it is seg AB. Its measure, how much I had taken, see here how much it is there, 6 cm. Exactly it is 6 cm. Now as per the steps, this is the compass. and we have to adjust this point as I shown you before only. This metal point and the pencils no must be the at the same distance. Now this metal point is there, that we have to keep on point A. Okay, now take more than half distance in your compass. Okay, so if you see here, I took here more than half distance in my compass. Then I will draw the arc, one above the seg AB and one below the seg AB. Now without changing the distance, keep this distance same, don't change. Keep this metal point on B and draw the arc which intersect the first arc, and here just name it P and Q. Okay, and now we have to join this P Q. So this is my perpendicular bisector. PQ is perpendicular on AB. Whether my construction is correct or wrong, that I will check now. If I will put this point on this and one set squares, one side I join with this side of the seg AB and this side with the PQ, then it is exactly at right angle. And also I will check it is passing from the midpoint or not. So you will see here that line is there, it is passing exactly from the 3, so my construction is correct. And how to write this? Here line PQ, this line PQ is perpendicular on seg AB. Okay, so in this way you have to do the construction. Okay, so in that way you have to do the construction of seg AB, draw the seg AB and draw the perpendicular as I shown now. Now try this inside. One more activity is given to us, and in this activity inside what they told us, activity, take a rectangular sheet of paper. So you have to take this type of rectangular sheet of a paper, fold the paper so that the lower edge of the paper falls on the top edge. So we have to fold this side on this, so you will get this type of a small fold. Then and fold it again from the right to left. Observe the folds. Now we have to fold it on this, and two folds that we have formed on the beam. Verify each fold is a perpendicular bisector of the other, and then measure the distance to fill the boxes. Okay, so this activity also you have to do now, do in your home. So for that what we have to take? We have to take a rectangular sheet of paper. Okay, as shown in the figure, this is a rectangular sheet of a paper, and then that sheet we have to fold it. That I will show you. Wait a minute. Now you see here in the video, here I took rectangular sheet of a paper. So first of all, what I have to do, I will fold this page at this side and then this side. Okay, and after folding, if I will open this, you just open it, you will notice that here I got the 2 marks, which 2 lines I got. One is vertical line and another one is the horizontal line. I will draw the lines on it. Paper. Now here in this folder, I just give the names and draw the lines on it. So here it is line XY and AB is perpendicular on it. If I will measure each angle, you will notice that its angles measure is equal to how much? It is 90 degree. You see here, exactly it is 90 degree. If I hold it in this way, it is also 90 degree. This side also 90 degree. The meaning of it is that perpendicular meaning is the line is perpendicular, means the angle is between 2 lines is equal to 90 degree. So angle we verify and it is 90 degree, and now I measured it already. Its measure is exactly 8 centimeter. Okay, and if you see here, this line is there, it is passing from 4. So this BAB or AC line is perpendicular on XY, and what happens, it is not only perpendicular, it is also the bisector. That's why AC is the perpendicular bisector of XY. In this way we have to do this activity. Okay, then In this way, after that what we have to do, we have to measure this all the distance. So you have to do this activity on the paper just now how I shown in that way, and then you have to measure here xp. So you have to measure the distance of xp also, then xp and yp. So you will notice that xp and yp's distance is same. If you draw this, I had not shown you now, but you just join this x and p and y, you will notice that the distance is same. Okay, you have to do this activity and send me on my personal number. So xa, this measure also you have to do, ya's measure you have to do, xb. Okay, so whatever measures are given here, that you have to write here, and then you will get the xb from here's and here's. So every point from this what we are conclude that xp is equals to xy. This measure, suppose if it is xp is equal to 5, yp is equal to 5 centimeter. If xb is equal to 7, this also I will take smaller distance, 4 centimeter, then this is also 4 centimeter. And xa means this distance is also same. Suppose it is a how much we have took here 4, and here this is 4, this is 4, 3.5, then 3.5. Your distance are different. Whatever my distance distance is there, is it not same like you? It depends on the page that you are taken. Actually, at first, or folding papers, how much length you have taken, on it depends. So from this what we are concluded that the every point on a perpendicular bisector is equidistant from the end points of the segment, that we have conclude here. Understand? So that I think this point is there for you, but not this here. Next year it is there for you. So from this what we are conclude that every point on this is perpendicular bisector, every point on the perpendicular bisector, anywhere you just take any point, it is equidistant, means equal distance from the end points of the segment. That is the conclusion. Now here after this you have to solve the practice set number 40, and here it is one Carl Gauss clever trick is given here, and he is a very smart mathematician actually. Okay, so what is given here we will just discuss. So this is the story from childhood of the great mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss. The boys in the Carl Gauss were making lot of noise. How you people are making noise in the class when teachers are not there, same way these class students are also, whose Carl Friedrich Gauss is there, his class students, they are making noise. So to keep them occupied, their teacher said them one work. Which is that work? To adding up to the numbers, means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus till how much? Middle all numbers are there. All numbers we have to do the addition from 1 to 100. Understand? So what happens here? The Carl completed this task in 2 to 3 minutes. But other students, what they are doing? 1 plus 2, 3. Then 3 plus 3, 6. Then 6, then 6 plus 4. In this way, they are adding all the numbers. But Karl Marx, he had completed his work within 2-3 minutes. So how he had done? So, and for the fear of the teacher kept on their. So what is given here? Beta. Karl completed this task within 2 to 3 minutes and sat quietly. Okay, with arms crossed. He crossed, fold his hands, and he sat quietly. Other children, for fear of the teacher, kept on their calculations. But other children are there, they are doing calculations, because these works cannot finish within a 2-3 minutes. So don't be idle, do what I told you. So his teacher is there, he scolded on him, that Carl, and he said just do the work what I said. So Carl showed the teacher his addition. The teacher was astonished to see had correct answer, but he had done correct answer within 2-3 minutes. So what he had done, which trick he had used? So he done here 1 plus 100, 101, 2 plus 99, 101. If you do the addition in this way, you will notice that here what is every first number 1 to 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever numbers are there till 900. So the first number and last numbers addition. Okay, what I said to you, if you done the addition 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last number, suppose here hidden numbers are there 98, 99 and the 100. So here 100 plus 1, 100 plus 1. 99 plus 2, 101. 98 plus 3, 101. So in this way, every first and last number, second last and second number, third last and third number, its addition 101. So here how much time it came? 100 times, because he added each number with the last. So here 100, 101 into 100, and then but his sum was how much? 1 to 100. So 101 into 100, and he divided with the 2 because he wants half only of it. So this is the formula that we are using in this scholarship. First one, that is the how many numbers are there? 100 numbers. If we have to do the addition, we have to take its next number. 100 next number is 101, and divide it with the 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10, and the 0. So 101 into 50 is equal to 5050. In this way he had completed his calculation. He is a very smart boy, like you only, but you people are enjoying every time what jokes and all. But if you are use your brain power in the maths, you will be also talented like a car. So this is a calculation, and this formula we are using in the scholarship when we have to do the addition of a numbers, continuous number from 1 to 100, 1 to 200 suppose. So 200 we have to take here. 200's next number is 201, and divide with the 2. 2 ones are 2, and here 100. So if you do the multiplication of the, multiplication is here, 201 and 100, you will get the sum of 1 to 200 numbers. If you have to do the addition of 1 to 75 numbers, okay, so that time also what we have to do, 75's next number is the 76, and divide with the 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are 6, 1 2 8s are 16. If you do the addition of multiplication of 75 into 38, you will get the sum of numbers of 1 to 75. Okay, so all of you do this trick, check whether my answer is correct or not, and then you just decide. For understanding in better way, I will show you sum of 1 to 5 numbers. Actually 1 to 5 numbers means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So what is the sum? 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10, and 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. It is very easy. That's why according to the Carl's formula, 5 we have to take. 5's next number is the 6. 5's next number is 6, divided with the 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are 6. So here it is 5 into 3 equals to how much? 15. So in this way Carl solve the example. This is the, I shown you how to do this. You have also just tried. So today we have finished this lesson, and the last lesson, that is the 3-dimensional shapes, that we are going to take in our next lecture. So all of you complete this lesson and send your answers on my personal number, and now you just try this trick of the Carl Gauss also. Okay, so today we will stop here only. Okay, thank you and have a good day.